The House committee looking into the insurrection suddenly adding an unexpected public hearing for later today. NBC's Peter Alexander is in Washington for us. So, Peter, what can we expect from this surprise hearing? Do we know what may have prompted the change of plans?
Yeah, Craig, this is an extraordinary moment, to be clear, because the committee had said that it wouldn't resume hearings for another couple weeks. But three sources familiar with the matter tell NBC News this morning that the surprise witness is a woman named Cassidy Hutchinson. She's a former top aide to President Trump's then chief of staff, Mark Meadows. And Hutchinson will be the first White House employee to testify publicly in front of the committee. She was often in the room where critical conversations happened around January 6th. In last week's hearing, it was Hutchinson's recorded closed-door testimony already providing some of the biggest revelations so far, where she named several Republican lawmakers who led efforts to overturn the 2020 election and requested presidential pardons after the riot. She's believed to have been there when Meadows described hearing Mr. Trump make supportive comments about the chants by the rioters to hang Mike Pence. Craig?
I'll take it, Peter, a question, because it seems obviously that this was unplanned. There's certainly suspense when the committee suddenly calls a hearing and has this witness out of the blue. But on the flip side of it, is there a risk in case it doesn't meet expectations?
You know, Savannah, you make a good point. It's obviously pulling off a surprise in Washington that carries risks always. But speaking to a source familiar with the investigation overnight, they emphasized to me that there's urgency in hearing from Hutchinson. Among the reasons for secrecy, they say, are security concerns related to her. And overnight, John Dean, though, the President Nixon's White House counsel, whose dramatic testimony was crucial during Watergate, he warned the committee that they face a high bar for a surprise witness. He says if it's not really important information, it will hurt the committee's credibility. So we will watch and see. Savannah?
All right, Peter, thank you. And we should mention NBC News will have live coverage of today's hearing. Starts at 1 o'clock Eastern here on NBC, 12:30 on NBC.